And here we are. One of my favorite videos is reviewing the Battlebox items. This is Mission Brief 73, Adventure Delivered. If you're not familiar with Battlebox, they come in 4 tiers: the basic box, the advanced box, the pro box, and the pro plus, which is always something sharp. And as I always say, if you just do the pro plus, it's kind of like paying full price for whatever the sharp item is, and getting the rest of the items is kind of a bonus. So, starting off with the basic box this month, the first thing in is Salty Britches Chafing Ointment. Now, going off of what they say about it, let's face it folks, chafing sucks. Be it from a pack on your back creating friction at the waistline from a belt, friction from footwear, chapped lips, windburn, and even the worst of all, chafing due to salt water and sand conditions. Salty Britches is a wonderful preventative product, smoothing treatment for the annoying and often debilitating situation. It is a robust, long-lasting, won't melt in the heat, and won't freeze in the cold. Developed in North Carolina and made in the USA. I can get that to focus if you want to read any of that. Now, me personally, I've tried it as a lip balm. You know, we still have like winter going on here, and it doesn't. I'm not licking my lips, but you know, it doesn't have a chemical or a nasty smell or a flavor to it. It is, like they said, a very. I mean, you could almost put this in a vice before you start to get anything out of it. So it is a very thick product. Again, this time of the year, one of the things that happens to me is getting cracks in your skin. I haven't had this long enough to tell you how it works out for that, but I am very interested. Now, what I can say, and I don't know, I know, get your jokes ready. One of the problems that I've always seemed to have had is on my belt line, opposite where my inside the waistband holster is, must be an opposite pinch point. And I have been trying this on that, and today was one of the today and yesterday were one of the first couple of days that I have not had any kind of a pain or a pinch or an irritation from my belt. So that is Salty Britches Chafing Ointment, $12.95, and again, it's a pretty fair size container, 12 fluid ounces. This would probably last one person quite a while, unless of course you have a lot of conditions that you need it for. Next in the basic box is the Coulter Company HFor bandana, 100% cotton made in the USA. Again, having a bandana can be used definitely for more than just on your head. For me, I'm always wearing something in the summer because I'm always concerned about sun and deterring skin cancer. I mean, you can use it for filtering water, for collecting sticks, twigs, berries. The uses go on and on. I mean, and it's cool. It's got a cool pattern to it. Who can't use a bandana? And that has a $13.99 price point on it. Again, as of right now, 100% made in the USA. Next item in the basic box is Rapid Rope. I thought this was a very cool design. I have not tried I have not tried any of it yet. Another product made in the USA. Basically, it is a rope dispenser, and then it has a cutting blade right there, so you can pull out the length that you need and cut it. It has a 1,100 pound tensile strength. And I was informed by my friend Zeus that if you have a product that can handle 1,100 pounds and you're working with like a snatch block, you can pretty much move just about anything. So this is an excellent item to have, say, in a vehicle, in a bug-out bag, anywhere where you may need to tie something down, hang something up. You're camping, you want to keep your food out of the path of the bears and the critters. And that guy has a value of $24.95. Now we step up to the advanced box. So if you're new to this, if you were to sign up for the basic box, this is what you've... Oh, sorry. Hang on. Hold that thought. I've actually skipped over the second item. My God, I'm so fired right now. And in a moment, you'll see why I should be double fired. This is the Gtfo wrist strap. See, this is why I should be extra fired, because I have been wearing this now for months. It is a very indiscreet little wrist strap that, when needed to, has a titanium bead on here, so you can basically pull this apart or open it up so you have a little bit more room to go here. Hold your pose something like this and do something like that, and this is a glass breaker. And then you say, what is that other item on there? Well, that is a key for handcuffs. You just never know, right? And then you can size it to fit on you. Almost skipped past that thing. And like I said, I have been wearing mine, and you can see it has signs of wear. I have been wearing mine since the day I got it, and I absolutely love it. Never know when you may need a glass breaker. Never know when you may need to get out of handcuffs. For Joey Cuz, it's usually when a date at the truck stop's gone seriously wrong. And that guy will run you $20. So it's quite the basic box this month. The 4 items, Eric, not the 3 items. Now we can step up to the advanced box. There's 2 items this month. The first thing is the 20-ounce classic Stanley trigger action travel mug. This will keep hot items hot for 9 hours. It'll keep cold items cold for 12, and if it's on ice, you can get 40 hours out of it. And it's a simple, when you're ready to drink, pull the trigger. One thing that's definitely nice about it is Stanley has made it so that you can take it apart for cleaning purposes to make sure that you get anything out of there. And your directions and stuff are inside. I have not taken this to use this yet, but I had one just like this, and I can say that it is impressive how long that you can keep. I've had scenarios where at 5 o'clock in the morning the coffee went in here, and at noon it was still more than hot enough to be good. And I'm not a fan of iced coffee, so that means it was still fairly warm. And mine, I think they say on here all sorts of bad things that Stanley, that these bottles have survived. Wind chills, 4,000 foot drops, speeding bullets. Now, what I can say is, you may say, why do I not have mine? And I'm glad that I have a brand new one. Is I set mine down on the frame of a skid steer, and it was actually doing something. And over the period of the night, the hydraulics bleed off just a little bit, and the beam that holds the bucket up came down and ended up crushing my mug. And when I say it was actually doing something, it had a full load of stuff in the bucket, so I can't even imagine the amount of weight that ended up on my poor cup. But now I have another one, and these are $25 a piece. And Stanley, if you don't recognize the name, is an outstanding brand. And another item this month, they actually have 2 knives in it. The second one is the Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops Folder. Now, you guys know me. I pull no punches. I review stuff. And I've had companies not want me to review their stuff anymore because I won't pour sugar on something that I don't believe in. And if you're looking for a knife that just kind of falls in the you're looking to gift a younger person maybe their first knife, or you have a pretty aggressive job and you just need to have something on you, and when it finally is destroyed, in this particular case it is a $13 knife. Enough should be said right there. But there's nothing overly special about the unfortunately they get, because they have the name Smith & Wesson, but there's nothing really special. I've had lots of these, and I do exactly what I just said. I put them in my back pocket at work, and I utilize them, and sometimes certain terrible things happen to them, and they get tossed in the trash, and you don't really care because it was a $13 knife. So, a good beater knife. That's where I will leave it at. And that's it for the Advance box. So if you signed up for the Advance box, you get everything I've shown you so far. Then you step up to the Pro Plus. The Pro box. There's one item this month, and it is badass. And it is the Vortex Solo Monocle. And it is an 8x25 little spotting scope, keeping tabs of your neighbors, whatever you want to say. It has a carrying pouch to keep it safe. The manual, little cleaning cloth, and well, right off the bat, Vortex uses some pretty decent glass. This is a $75 item. I have the lanyard on it, so you can have it around your neck if you're out in the woods, maybe hiking, bird watching, whatever you are doing. And it has there's no way it's even going to bother trying to show you what it looks like through it. But if you've ever used anything from Vortex, even their lower end scopes, they have some pretty impressive glass in them. So I was pretty happy to see this, because I know this is going to get used. You have your focus ring right here. So depending on what distance that you are looking, you can clear stuff up. I'm able to use it comfortably with my glasses, which always makes me even more happy. And that is the Solo. And I think that is pretty badass. And the last item, as we go to the Pro Plus box, is the Revolt Rotor. Now, I can show you from the picture. Depending on if you are getting Battlebox, you may have received blue, green, white, yellow, or that multicolored, kind of looks like sort of a carbon fiber-ish kind of a look. And it's a 2 3/4 inch VG10 stainless steel with hollow grind. Overall open, it is 7 inches long, and as you see, it has kind of this minimalist look to it. It is a flipper, and it actually does open relatively easily. You can see through to the back side of the belt clip. You have some writing on there. I have been using it, so I kind of got little smudgies on it. Now the lock mechanism is what I would say fairly unique on this guy. Basically, any pressure that you pull up on this, it disengages it. Now, in all fairness, because if you follow me on the other channel, you know that I show everything the day that the box shows up, and then I spend some time getting to know everything so that I can give you my gut feelings on things. Overall, it's a usable knife. It's fairly sharp right out of the box. For me, just about everything can always use a quick little help, with the exception of a few knives that I have received. It feels decent in your hand, and under a normal condition, I would say that lock mechanism works okay. But I found that any pressure, if you're just holding it, like, I mean, I'm not putting any pressure on at all. Any pressure at all on the side, and even fairly far down the thing, if you were pinching it. I try to use it as, I try to hold it and use it as though I was really using it, and I can say that I cannot get it to unlock. But I'm just saying, me being me, I didn't really like the idea that I was originally doing something where I was doing a little, I think I was opening a box, and I was holding it here, and I sliced through the tape, and when I came back, I hit the box and unlocked it, and I was like, whoa, what did I just do? And I realized that kind of beware if your hands are in this area. You can see that because it's kind of like a big torsion bar, it does not take much to move that. So, other than that, for me, I'm also not a fan of the yellow, but I think it still has a very unique look. The pocket clip is very robust, and it's positioned fairly close to the end, so you're going to have a fairly deep carry in it. A nice beefy lanyard hole at the back, because it consists of basically the majority of the back end of this knife. So if you're looking for something usable and unique, they've they've had quite a few products here from Revolt, and some of them have been very cool, and the one thing they've kind of all been is they've had a level of unique about them. But I just wanted to point that out, that if you were to purchase this on its own, or if you end up getting one of these, just be kind of careful if you're holding it right there. That's like its sweet spot. But maybe you're mainly using it. See, I've had things where, like I said, opening packages and stuff just like that. And they say the value on this guy is $89.99. Maybe I'd have different thoughts on it if I got the Slimer green. That's kind of cool right there. That's all I got to say about that. So now, as I always say, I rate battle boxes. Me personally, I rate the battle box on how many of the items I personally would know. Like in my brain, I have already got homes for stuff. Coffee cup is a no-brainer. This is just gonna go in a pile of stuff that I have, that either I throw in boxes when I send out stuff to guys, or going to the Boy Scouts. The bandana, I always like having stuff like this in various bags. I'll look for one of the bug out or whatever bags that does not have something in it, because there's so many things you can do with it. Already using this. This falls under a weird category. Do I hang on to it because if something happens to this one, I have a backup? Or more than likely, I will find somebody deserving of it and put this down the road, because I'm a big fan of the Gtfo wrist strap. Big fan. This is also a no-brainer. Absolutely getting used. This I was very excited to see that was going to be in it. It's already been fairly heavily used. And the knife, I'm not a huge fan of this particular one, but that means it's an item that can go into one of my giveaways. So there you go. That is Mission 73, and as always, don't forget to check out Southern Survival. The boys from Battlebox have their own show, and you may see a lot of these items getting used and abused and tested in the show. Otherwise, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will have all of the links so that you can go over to Battlebox and give them a try. They're a great company to work with. There's no hidden anything. At any time you can start or stop, or even if you think next month I'm going to need to get the car fixed or something done on the house, you can just put your account, suspend your account, and reset it up when you're ready to go. Battlebox has been a fantastic bunch of guys to work with. I have a couple of guys that I've had emails back and forth, and you can just tell that it's a close-knit bunch of guys that care about trying to put together stuff that everybody can possibly use. And like I said, in my brain, when I opened this, I knew where things were going to go, or who they could possibly go to. So thanks for checking out this video. Please make sure you are subscribed and hit the like button. It helps me so much. And share this video. Cheers, guys, and we'll see you next month for Mission 74.